Congratulations, it's 2024, which means you're probably making a game all by yourself. And because I'm an experienced game developer, let me give you some tips to help you on your solo journey. I've been making games since I was 17, and what I'm about to say next utterly kills me. You see, I'm not very good with time management. So out of all the things I've ever told you, I need you to remember this. I am utterly horrible at keeping deadlines strict. I mean, just ask my little guy Peaky right here, you see? So my new resolution to get better control over working and when I start new projects is to cut out all bad habits and replace them with good ones. Okay, here's an example. I've noticed that I've spent a lot more time this year in 2023 scrolling on my phone, so instead of that, I'm going to replace that with drawing, a much better alternative. Not only is drawing going to be fun, but it's also going to help improve my drawing skills for anything that is animation or art-wise that I need for my game project. Now, I specifically chose drawing to switch out with my bad habits, but you necessarily don't have to choose that. You can go with anything that fits you. Now, you as a solo dev need this next bit of advice, so listen up. I think as kids, we all wanted superpowers. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't love flying around or having super strength? Or how about the ability to work 168 hours straight while trying to figure out why this piece of code in your game isn't working, only to find out that you misplaced the semicolon in the code, right? I mean, right? For people like myself, we have the ability to push ourselves and work on our game for so long that if we think about it, it kind of gives us nausea. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm talking about, and I'm saying to prepare yourself for burnout. Even just saying this, I feel like it's widely over exaggerated, but it's so very necessary that you don't do this. But seriously, instead of trying to set unrealistic goals and overwhelming and overworking yourself, try the alternative method and create an obtainable work schedule that actually can be balanced and you can juggle with your real life and your game dev life. Take a look here. You see, I've created a chart that clearly tells how many hours I have to work on Wii Hidden, which is my game. And when I can't, that's not to say that I barely work on the game, but it's just a little reminder that life is more than just sitting in your chair for hours and hours creating video game for other people's enjoyment. Burnout is kind of like that transition between different seasons. You know that fall is ending and wintertime is approaching, so why don't you put that coat on and stay nice and warm? Psst, hey, psst. Did you hear? Yeah, there's this rumor going around saying that John isn't earning any money from his game. What? Yeah, no, John isn't getting any money, but he's working on this game. Oh, if John is working on the game, then I'm sure he has money. All right. Let me stop you right there. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but being a game dev does not mean you have a job and you are bringing in consistent income. You see, no game dev actually gets money from their game until they actually release their game. And if you actually want to get money before releasing your game, you actually have to find funding for it. So start something like a Kickstarter campaign or find a publisher who's willing to invest in your project. So whatever you do, don't make the poor mistake like our friend John did here. Just like the rest of the world, we all need money to eat, for shelter, pay bills, and etc. But if there was one rule that I could tattoo on all game devs, it would be don't rely on your game to pay for your lifestyle. Also, nobody can predict how much your game is actually going to make, so don't quit your day job. Alright, let me drop some knowledge on you guys. So if you haven't heard by now, there's a 64.9% chance that you'll suffer from MPS, which stands for multi-project syndrome. It's a weathering condition that disables devs to be able to complete current and older projects. Imagine this. Somebody gives you one box of fruit and you know that it's going to be rotten if you don't eat it within a certain time frame. Then you go out and buy more fruit knowing that you already have some at home that needs to be finished. Do you see the issue? You see, you need to actually finish what you already have in order not to waste it. Wasting the fruit is equivalent to wasting your time and spoiling new game project. Remember, you're not a ninja, you can't just use Shadow Clone Jutsu and take on different projects. So your goal should be to take on only what you know you can actually finish. Do you know that phrase? Your eyes are bigger than your gut. Yeah, no, seriously, they really are. So there's no need to overstuff yourself. And here's a little extra bit of advice for any of you game devs that are moving solo into 2024. Start when you're a little bit younger in age. Trust me, the older you get, the more harder it gets. The condition of your body also equivalates to how well you're going to work in the future. But you know, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just a game dev who's been working in video games for what, 9 years now? God damn, I'm getting old. All right, that's enough. Go work on your game. Go, shoo.